Hello, welcome to the vlog. Tuesday morning, day off work today. Tuesday's always a day off work, don't work Tuesdays. Today I was going to go out and do a 100-mile ride, my 100-mile ride for January, but I decided not to because I'm on a recovery week, I'm on a rest week this week. I've only just started it. Yesterday was my first rest day. Today I need to do some cycling, but I don't want to overdo it. And to do 100 miles today when I'd already ground myself into the ground and I'm meant to be recovering probably isn't a brilliant idea when I already feel like I'm sneezing a bit and feeling a bit run down. So it's a shame because today's weather is actually good for cycling a long way. There's not much wind. It's meant to be 10 miles an hour later, I think, west-southwesterly or southwesterly, and it's meant to be 7, 8 degrees, 9 degrees, whereas on Sunday, which is another day that I'm thinking I might do it, it's meant to be freezing rain, 0 to 4 degrees, so might not be a good idea to go and do it on Sunday either. So that's the problem with doing it at this time of year. A bit like Festive 500. Excuse me, got my coffee. Hashtag coffee for Duncan, cheers. Yeah, the problem with trying to do my 100-mile rides at this time of year is dependent on weather in the UK. Yeah, so I've just going to do some jobs today. I'm going to get those new Holotech 2 bearings sorted, ready to swap over. So I've cleaned the cups up already this morning, and we'll go and drop the new bearings in a minute. I'll show you how we do that. I've got to solder these things together. I've got to pay some bills, you know, boring, normal stuff. I've got to do the hoovering. I said I'd do that on Sunday, but because I spent so long on the bike, I didn't do the hoovering. What else is there to do today? Not a lot. Cycling, but I don't want to do that much cycling. Right, let's get in the garage. Let's get this done. Right, so here we have the new bearings. These have come from Air Velo bearings. So that 6802, I think N 2RS. 2RS just means 2 seals. I've had these in the freezer for 4 days perhaps, so they will have shrunk a little bit. Normally you don't need them in that long, it's just that I haven't got round to doing it. So I've cleaned up the bearing cups, got those nice and clean and shiny, and I'll try one first of all and see if it will just drop in, because sometimes they will just drop in. Right, that's not going to drop in, so what I've got to do is warm that up a little bit. So I'll just get my tool for warming it up, and I need to get you in a better place so you can see. Hang on. Right, so I've just rested that on the top of the vise. It's the bearing cup. Get my blowtorch, and I'm just going to warm this up just a little bit. It doesn't need a lot. Right, get the bearing. That steam coming off is just the residue of the cleaning fluid that I've had. And then, go on. I'm trying to do it one-handed, which doesn't help. Hang on, I'm going to have to do it again with 2 hands. Right, so I've just got you perched on there, and we'll do it with 2 hands. I'm going to heat it up more. Like so. Get the other bearing, because that one had warmed up. I can now hold that, drop it in, give it a tap, and whoa, you've fallen off. Pick you back up. Right, so I've got it stuck, so I'm going to do my trick to get it out. Turn it upside down, get it in here, It's knocking the grease out. I'm going to have to re-grease that. Yeah, it's knocking all the grease out. Now I've made a pig's ear of that one. Okay, we'll have to do it the other way. Right, going in now. That's in. So I just had to heat it up more and just get it knocked in properly. And then once it all cools down, I'll pop the seals out and re-grease it. Shall we try and do the other one? Warm that up. There you go, that one's dropped straight in. So that first one, the first one I just didn't heat up enough because I was trying not to heat it too much. I better not do any more jobs today. Didn't make a good job of that. Messed it up really. So I'll leave them to cool down and then we'll come back later and we'll pop the seals off and we'll check them. Yeah, that one's hot still. Okay, so these have now cooled down. The first one I did where I got it stuck, that one's okay. That one feels okay. This second one I did, I've heated it up too much on that one. And that one is really tight and really stiff. So on this one, I wouldn't be surprised if I've melted the carrier inside. So, scalpel, modelling scalpel. Let's pop the seal off. If it'll come off. I'm running it round backwards to the blade. Yeah, and it's probably melted the carrier inside. Let's pop the seal off on this one. This seal will come off easier because it's not melted. So yeah, so that's what it should look like. I've just no grease in that one. So I'll put some grease back in that one. Now I wonder if I can salvage this one by swapping the carrier. If I can get it out. Right, so I did try salvaging this one. By flicking the carrier out, but it just fell apart, so I'm going to have to, I've ruined that one bearing. I'm going to have to get a new one. So in here I've just got some grease in a syringe, and then I'll just go around and squirt some new grease in. Put the seal back on. Just push it down. There we go. So that's that one done. So that didn't quite go to plan this morning, did it? That didn't quite work as I intended. So yeah, I'm keeping it real. I'm going to show it as it is. Stuff doesn't always happen as I want it to happen. It's life, innit? You just got to carry on with it and fix your problems and get on with them. So this is, I don't know whether that will focus. There we go. So that's where I get my bearings from. Now, got these off eBay. I know that Hambini, if you've seen Hambini's YouTube channel, he's an aerospace engineer, knows everything about bearings and everything. He says don't get bearings off eBay because there are different gradings, different categories of bearing. The ones we're getting from this company probably aren't brilliant quality, however they're relatively cheap, and for throwing on the turbo trainer and trashing, and the way I'm going to do them by heating them up and possibly wrecking them, these were £3.75, they've gone up a bit to £4.50 now each. That's not too bad. If I get an NTN bearing, which I've looked on NTN's website and I can't find the right spec, which I'm sure they do, but I just couldn't find it quickly. So I've just ordered 5 more bearings from him. I can swap that one. I've got 4 spares. I last changed them in June, I think, last year. I ordered 4 April 2018. So for £18 for 4 bearings to last me 12 months nearly, that's not bad. So, right, I'll leave it at that for now. Go and have my lunch, get out on the bike. See you out on the bike. Thanks for watching. See you later.